So I've just added another £1,200 to my portfolio. I'm going to add even more, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But that's not the interesting part, because in this video, we're going to go through the time horizon of why it's now almost £71,000. When I first started, it was in the 50s. So yeah, certainly when we talk about the journey, and that's what we want to talk about, how far this has come. And the reason why I am talking about this publicly is just to showcase that with consistency, with time, and hopefully compounding, your portfolio will eventually grow. And yeah, the long-term goal is pretty lofty. It's £1 million, hopefully, by the time I'm 50. I'm on course for that, but that, as I say, could get blown off at any point. But I'm hoping even with that boring side of it and the consistency side, if there's struggles along the way, you'll hopefully see how I manage it. So I'm hoping the transparency side is quite useful. But I'm hoping this is not a flex. I mean, some people often comment going, oh, £71,000, quite a lot of money for a young lad. But that's nowhere near where I've been before in the past. And this is a new portfolio. And to anyone that has any sort of doubts, yes, I'm 34. Yes, I've got 2 kids. And yes, I have Bitcoin as my growth engine. This is my diversification as income. I am building it early to see if it's useful. And I think it will be. And if you're not yet done so, please do subscribe to the video. It means a lot. And I know I shouldn't ask, but there's 80% of people that watch these videos don't actually subscribe. So yeah, I get a lot of views from my follower account, which is nice to see. But ultimately, like, subscribe, and comment. What is your favorite stock? But let's get into it. Okay. New contribution. So I have added the usual thing, £1,200 into my pie. And I love a good pie. And you can follow this pie. There's a link below. Sometimes it works on certain platforms, sometimes it doesn't. It's doing really well. I did an X post and it got like 40,000 views. So like there's well over 300 people that now follow me on the pie, which is ridiculous. But there's a returns. It's doing all right. That's just a pie, by the way. In terms of my overall account year to date, yeah, you can see year to date, I'm up 3,800, well, nearly £4,000 pretty much. So net deposits, 55 or £56,000 now. But I know there'll be someone in the comments going, that's not very good. And I had that the other day and I couldn't believe it. It's like, are you having a laugh? Not very good. It's a dividend portfolio. Give me a break. Anyways, let's talk about it, because this is the thing, right? We need to talk about the obvious. It is doing very well, and I'm quite dubious of that. I am. The FTSE is doing fantastic, and overall the holdings, and if you are interested, this is what I've got. This is the spread, and we'll talk about it in more detail in a bit, but the spreads are all there. All I done today was just hit by target. So every single one, the targets were all hit, and everything's still green currently as it stands, which is ridiculous. So very, very happy with it. I've not rebalanced it for a while, so I do believe I may need to rebalance at some point soon. Well, 9.8, not too bad. And yeah, I got 320 copiers now, 13,000 views, 22 comments, and as you can see, I've deposited and bought. Cool, what to do? And I had a dividend payment, which I need to cover, which I will cover in a minute, which is a brilliant one. So yeah, everything is looking tickety-boo. But I want to cover my journey as this brand. So if you don't know this, I've been doing crypto for a while, Market Mobster channel. And I used to do dividend videos on there every now and again, just because I used to do it and I was playing around with it. And I was kind of on the fence for a good few years, thinking, should I do it? Should I not? I kind of shouldn't. I should have done it earlier, right? And my second video on this channel got like 10,000 views and a load of people interested. And because that video really got people's imagination, my portfolio has changed a lot since then. I think I've learned better ways of doing it over the course of comments and stuff, which is great to see. But when we talk about where this portfolio has been, so let me just showcase it. This is a portfolio at that time period. That was me literally starting my dividend journey. And I had money in my ISA. I was playing around with Bitcoin miners. I made money there, I lost money there. It's ridiculous. But in terms of what the growth has been since June, since literally my daughter was born, my second daughter anyways, it's gone pretty crazy. And the returns has been unbelievable. So when we talk about the zoom out effect and the portfolio value and total contribution stuff, it's pretty mental to think the amount of growth over the course of time. And yes, I do rebalance my portfolio. I do take profit at a certain point and I do rebalance it a little bit to kind of allow those laggards to get more stocks and they will grow over time versus the ones that are going quite expansive. That's kind of a rule that I have. But I still think like people overlook dividend stocks. I especially think in the UK currently we're going through a really good bullish market period. And I think people need to kind of get on board with that. And yeah, I understand it. Oh, growth's better. But the problem you have with growth is you do have to sell your assets to kind of get on board with certain things and do things. But ultimately, it doesn't always have to be, I need to take profit to make money here. Cash flow is king. But when we look at present day, this is where we are. Pretty mental when you think about it. So the returns, the passive income side, everything is just ridiculous. And obviously, yes, the portfolio has got better. And I do love this portfolio. But the income is getting really nice compounded. I'm starting to see it get legs now. It's starting to get rolling. And yes, I'm in a privileged position. I do have good money. I can invest 20 grand every single year. And I know not everyone can, obviously. But the fact that we're nearly at 71,000 is ridiculous, even though, yes, I have put some money in here. The returns have been brilliant, though. But when we talk about the logic of dividend growth investing, which is kind of the profile here, I got paid a good dividend the other day, and I will go through that in a second. But my yield on cost now is 4.17. It's what? Like, this is unbelievable. And I know it looks lower there on the passive income, but that is the magic. That is where the compounding is happening. So when we talk about how a performance of a stock will improve and the dividend growth happens, and I'll showcase that in a minute, you're going to get paid more for your buck over the course of time. And you can see quite a lot of my portfolio is through funds. The funds will pay me good money. So will a couple of the other stocks. They're reliable. Because when we go on my overall portfolio here, we go on the dividend growth over 5 years. Now, apart from this one here, but obviously COVID kind of ruins things a little bit on the data, my overall dividend growth. Now, what this means is the yield. Is it growing its yield? Is it growing its contribution? Not the growth of the stock. Is it going to pay more as it rolls? I want stocks that do that because that will give me the compound effect faster. So what I look for is a growth CAGR over the course of time, and it's an unbelievable metric, and it's a metric that you need. And I will come on to that in a minute in more detail because I am building the product. Now, the reality is here. The fundamentals are very, very simple in terms of why I have this portfolio. This is why my yield on cost is now 4.17% because I've held them for a long time and they're growing their dividend yield. That is why those numbers are performing better. And when you reinvest the dividends that you got paid into the stock that you got paid from, the yield on cost is going to be lower anyways because it's free, pretty much. You reinvest in the dividend that you got from the company into the stock again. It just rolls uphill. That's the whole point of it. Because these are getting bigger. Every single time I invest, every single time I get a reinvestment, they get bigger. I got roughly 320 quid the other day off one stock, which is brilliant, I know. And it's quite a heavy paying one. It's not usually the one that you go for, but it's a 12.13% yield at the minute, and the performance has been quite good. I may not keep it for long though, but it is doing well. And then I've got another one coming up very, very soon, which is quite a smaller one, but it's got a bit of growth yield over the course of the last few years. Now, look at summer. I'm going to get some, June and July, nearly £1,000. Yes, please. So yeah, yield, the amounts, the monthlies, it's just growing. And when you fast forward it again in terms of the projections, it's going to grow even more. As you keep putting more monies in, it's going to get better and better. And if you want this tool, link below, Snowball Analytics, you get 10% off using my link. Jump in. It's brilliant. And I know that I'm jumping ahead of the gun here, and 2040 is the magic situation, basically, which isn't that far away in 14 years' time, where I could have a good chunk of money. Now, I obviously ignore the goal side. It goes a bit wrong on this bit here. But the reality is here, if I'm looking at my portfolio value here, I'm going to get there quite early. If we're looking at the safe portfolio, which is obviously lower, yeah, you're probably looking a bit 2042, which makes sense. But the reality is this is including inflation. So inflation is going to be a bit of a pain in the ass because obviously money's going up and it's going crazy. So providing Rachel from accounts in the government don't ruin the ISA allowance, which should be fine. But that's based off these numbers. That's not going to last forever. I know. I openly admit that we're going to get blown off. There's going to be some rough patches, 100%. I don't trust Donald Trump in the White House because I think he's a bit of a sausage sometimes. So we'll see how things go. But I want to be open and honest. I've been an investor for a long time. I've been in the stock market at the start. I bought into crypto pretty early, and I was in crypto for a while as a content creator as well. I didn't expect these sort of results in the stock market so quickly, and I think that is like a local top sort of signal that if I'm thinking that, I'm thinking it's going to probably blow over a little bit. Let me look at some analysis and showcase something because I think people are missing the point here. A lot of stocks look like this. In terms of what I hold, they are going through monumental pushes. And that's the thing, right? And when we talk about the likes, obviously gold, silver, and whatnot, and even like the dividend fund, and that's the dividend fund that's gone ridiculous. I first bought this down here at one point, and I sold it, and I rebought it back. I should have just held onto the freaking thing. But that's the thing. The UK market is going through a massive, massive growth spurt. And look at the FTSE 100. Now, if you want a link to this, by the way, this is TradingView. There's a link below to this. You can get it for free. It's brilliant for all analysis if you want to learn about technical analysis and stuff like that, and obviously news. But the reality is this market's going crazy. And I talk about like the Dow Jones and stuff, and Dow Jones is doing fantastic, but the S&P's not. The S&P 500 is kind of struggling a little bit at these highs, which makes sense in terms of the amount of growth it's had. But over the course of the last 12 months or so, the S&P hasn't been amazing, realistically, when you talk about it, because it's had some severe dips and some big moves. But overall, the FTSE and the European market has actually delivered a lot more gains, actually double the amount. But the dollar, in terms of the DXY, is dropping. So there's a bit of a transparency element around the FX effect here that we need to be wary of. So try not to get too caught out. But as I say, though, it's very much a purple patch right now. We're going really, really mental. And like, really good stocks. Like obviously Tesco could go much higher. I think it will. My European fund is doing fantastic. This is a really good fund that pays good dividends and has amazing growth. But that's the thing, like everything's just going to the roof. And it's like, ooh, I feel like I'm ahead of the curve a little bit. It might well remove itself. And I know I get comments all the time on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram and stuff. And feel free to follow me on other socials if you want more content. But people always go, I'm copying your thing. We're doing amazing. It's like, it's not going to be amazing forever. And just be mindful of that. And I think we need to be kind of wary that this will not happen forever. But I am excited about one thing, my website. And I know I shouldn't be promoting stuff, but I am. There's nothing to pay for, by the way, don't worry. But I am developing some tools out there that will be getting used as a membership side of it. There is already membership elements to this already. There's a free investing course. So if you go on the website, there's a link below, yourmoneymate.co.uk. If you just jump in to Introduction to Investing, it's a very, very simple, practical course, which is all presentation based. Jump in, it's very good. The first lesson's for free, which tells you what it is. And what the lessons are very, very simply is the four obvious pillars that I think is what is investing and why people avoid it, especially in the UK. Your finances, you need to get that in check before you start doing it. How to do it, and more importantly, how money is made. Now, as I say, I'm not going to showcase it yet because I think it's a bit early, it's a bit baked. I am building a load of tools, and if you go onto the tools side of it, there's a lot of these are free anyways, like investment calculators, mortgage calculators, pension calculators. I kind of stumbled upon a bit of an idea the other day, and I'm developing it, and it's unbelievable. Long story short, it's going to rate your investments based off logic in terms of when you go and say like Yahoo Finance and stuff like that, it's ridiculous. Oh, your head blows up, right? And it's going to kind of give you the data like a 7-year-old in terms of ratings and stuff. So that's going to be really, really useful. There's another thing as well in terms of what I covered in terms of my investing. So I always talk about dividend growth investing. What should you look for in terms of the data and the information that will give you a clear-cut answer? Should you buy this dividend stock? Will it make it compound? That is going to be another tool that I will be adding as well. So there's all kinds to do. But as I say, if you are interested, subscribe to the website. It's free to do so. If you go onto the free course, basically you just subscribe. You will get access anyway as a member. There is a lot of other articles that are free. There's a load more to come, by the way, and obviously other bits and pieces that are members only. But over the course of time, there will be some nice products. So if you do like what I do, share it, showcase it, and use it. I'm hoping some of the tools that I do develop over the next couple of months will help you. Because let's be honest, I'd rather do this and give you something from my own time and my own experience than promote an exchange on you like everyone else these days, which is annoying, I know. But that's us. We're done. Nothing really to add. This channel's obviously for documentation journeys only, and I am hopefully going to help you understand the markets and become better. I have taught a lot of people in the past with crypto, so I'm hoping I do help. But yeah, there's not a lot really to go on other than the fact that are we going to roll over at any point? Maybe. We'll see. Depends on what happens in the world of the USA currently. But if you're not yet done so, watch this video. This may help you understand some elements of my thinking over the recent times.